Hey you guys, Joey here, and this is my review for Humans episode 6, season 1. So it starts out, I was totally right last week, and Fred is not dead. The old cop guy had him, and he takes him to this house or whatever, but Fred escapes by shooting him in the leg and just cutting out. George's broken robot son ends up making his way home, and the blonde chick helps him fix him. I think they're like kind of bonding and stuff, right? Maddie's mom, she tells her daughter that Tom, we find out who Tom was in this episode. Tom was her brother who ended up dying. Now, right after she tells her this, Mia just kind of pops out of Anita. She like has this like what looks like a kind of a breathing spell. She like gasps and she comes out. Max, he is walking down the road. You guys remember Max? He's with Leo, the robot dude. Well, Max is walking down the road and he sees like a memorial where someone who had got hit by a car or died in a car wreck, crashed or whatever. And then we next see Max. He's in a church, like praying to God, telling God, if you're up there, he needs help, and that, if he helps him in return, he'll believe in him. And, I thought that was pretty cool. Also in this episode, we find out that Leo's brain is like part synthetic, so he's part synthetic as well. Because, when he almost drowned or died or whatever, his dad saved him. Max admits to Maddie that he's also like Mia / Anita and has feelings too. We also find out that Mia raised Leo. It's not necessarily his girlfriend, but more like a mom figure to him. So Leo and Max, they come over to the house and try to work on Anita and try to get Mia out. Well, this time it actually works. And they kind of have a little reunion and hug, and Maddie's mom, everybody's there. She tells them, that they'd like to help them, because they told her about the cops looking after them and all that shit that's going on. On another note, the girl who has the condom down her throat or whatever, so she can eat, the one that's like a synth that's passing as a human, that has that guy living with her, she like kisses the guy and starts making out with him, and then she tells him that she wants to tell him the truth, and actually shows him that she is a sin. She shows like her charging port, and the guy just freaks out and cuts out. Fred, he ends up calling Leo, and Leo and Max goes after him. They but they the mom, Maddie's mom, I can't remember her name to save my life, but she convinces Anita / Mia to stay there, because there's no reason, nobody knows she's there, and it would be safer. Well, the asshole dad, who's lingering around outside, because him and the mom split up or whatever. Well, he calls the police and says there's a dodgy guy in his synth waiting outside. So Max and Leo end up getting pulled over, and that old cop that had Fred is with them. And, they get out and run. They're running. Max didn't have a chance to charge himself. He's only like running off 4%. And in order to save Leo, so Leo can just run and get the hell out of there, Max ends up jumping off a bridge into this river. And he's like, Leo was trying to convince him not to. He's like, dude, you'll get swept away. We'll never be able to find you. And you'll die. And he's like, if I died, then I lived. So all in all, this was a killer episode. It had a lot of information about, everything. So it kind of puts a lot of things into perspective. I'd give it a 10 out of 10, man. This was pretty killer. I hope you guys are following the show, and I hope you'll continue to follow my reviews. I look forward to doing the review next week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.